Good morning guys and welcome to this week's vlog. So this week I thought we could still do a few arty things. I know last week we did like a purely arty video. I've got my my painting here. I know last week obviously was just me creating this painting, but I thought today we could go and get some clay. Bit rogue, I know. I've been on like the digital print type, which I'm still on, and I actually need to create one this week because I've been wanting to create them every week for Etsy, which I have fallen behind on a bit because I've just been like inspired by different things like ceramics. I've been looking at ceramics non-stop on Pinterest, guys. My board is like full to the brim. Like, let me show you some inspo. I think because I've been thinking, like, obviously I've mentioned this 1,000 times. If you've not watched before, then I've mentioned this all the time, that I want to do a market of some sort. And at that market, I kind of want to have, like, everything I've ever wanted to create. And I want to create a bunch of things and just have, like, a huge variety of things to sell that I've handmade. Don't mind my skin. Don't know what's going on. And I might put a bit of concealer over it just to cover it up, but you guys don't mind, do you? So yeah, if you want to look on my ceramics boards on Pinterest, I'll put my Pinterest name. But I've been seeing so many fun things. Like, how cute's this? You see the little mirror? There's like so many cute like wall hangings. These are like my favourite, like little candle holders. How cute. And also like just really fun things. It's really fun things. Like, these are some things that I really want to do. This isn't really ceramics, but I think the person has made the base, so that's why it's in like a ceramics thing. But I really want to get some like secondhand, what are they called, lamps and like lampshades, and like give them another life, paint them, like get into like fun interiors. So that's kind of the vibes that I'm thinking. But for right now, I'm thinking ceramics is like air dry clay's pretty cheap because we're on a budget. There is, so apparently this something came out for like $3.50, but I'm like, do I go all the way to Kmart for that? Like, it's like I'm gonna have to really go on my way. It's gonna take me like over an hour to like get there and back, get into Kmart. What if they haven't got the clay? You know, just like, do I do that? Or there is an Office Works near me that does sell it, but I think it's more expensive. But I'm like, is it worth paying a few dollars more? Because I think it's like $8, or you can get the big one for $11, where the same price is $3.50 in Kmart. But then you're like, but then that's gonna put me out my way. I've got to get I've got to get a bus there and back. It's gonna put me out my way to do this now, and I kind of want to do it now. But that's the vibe today. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, there's so many fun things. I mean, a lot of these things that I've pinned have like obviously like a cup. Like, I can't make a cup because you need to like put that in the kiln and make sure it's safe to like use and wash and stuff. But I can make some fun things. I swear I pinned have you seen those like lighter holders? I mean, neither me and Callum smoke, but I thought that's fun, and it's like not much effort goes into it, but it's fun and it's small, and you could sell them quite cheap, you know. Let me see. This is quite a dark photo. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Can you see that? Like, it's like you put your lighter in it. Like these. Isn't that so cute? So you can like, yeah, that's my lighter. But I just thought it was really fun and really cute, and something quite like, so we have like a gas hob, so we have to light it, which is really dangerous, I feel. So we do have a lighter, so I could do some moulds for it and like paint on it. But this lighting's horrific. Where did the sun come from? Also, don't mind that I've got a shirt on because everything's just been washed and hung up, so it's all wet, so I can't really put any nice things on. So yeah, sorry, get distracted. I think that's the vibe today. We're still going to be an arty vlog, but it's going to be a bit more like follow me around and let's do some other fun things as well. But I think we could start off with some ceramics, because it's just like, what a fun day that'll be. And it's like 10 a.m. I've done some work, I've done my admin work. So the day's mine. The day is mine, so let's do that. Let's go and get some ceramic things. I'll bring you with me. I don't know where I'm going yet. I need to decide if I just stay local and go to Officeworks and pay a bit more. Maybe I'll go to Officeworks, see what the dealio is, see like what the vibe is, see if they've even got it, and then if I'm like, I'll go to Kmart. But we'll go to Officeworks first because there's quite a good one right near me. So I'll see you there. We're on our way. Guys, I'm sorry if I look shocking today. I don't know what's happened, but I'm in a really filmy mood. And I look like I got my lunch on. I look like a Sydney mom. So we're gonna go now. We're gonna go to Officeworks first, like I said, and then see about Kmart, because I'll tend to spend a lot more money in Kmart than just the $3.50, so we'll see what happens. I found this in a little art shop near me. Well, a little shop that has a bit of everything. Maybe I try one of these? I'm not sure. So I managed to get a few little bits like locally. There was nothing in the Officeworks. I asked as well and they didn't have anything there. I did go to a charity shop and I did find a frame. And in Officeworks I did try and print some pictures, but it just wasn't working. So I think I'm gonna put it on, like put some pictures on a USB and take it in, maybe later on or tomorrow. Because I got a really fun frame from the charity shop and I'm gonna paint on it, and I think I'll do like a YouTube shorts, and I will show you guys obviously, but I'll do a YouTube shorts on how, like the idea, the execution, and I think that'll be really fun. So I'm just getting home and we got the goods. Hello, so I've started painting my little frame. Guys, I broke the glass by accident. I was trying to get it out of the frame and it just broke. So that's a bit annoying, but still usable. Like, it'll be totally fine. It's just for around the house anyway. But I've started putting little stars on. I thought I'd just do white ones first, and I think I might do another layer of a white and then a colour. I think I'm going for like the reds, green, yellows, because I did start to paint it white, the whole thing, but then I think maybe with the finish of this, and it would have took like 4 or 5 layers, just because my paint's not very good because it was only a few dollars. So I thought I'll just like keep this one a bit chill. I'll keep it that colour because I think I might possibly gift this one to Cal for his birthday. Well, either his birthday or I'll just give it to him. So I'll put some like nice little stars on, and we can like just still see the nice brown colour, because it is a really nice coloured wood. So that's where I'm up to on that. I haven't started the clay yet, even though it is looking at me. So I'm just going to keep doing that. I think I'm going to flip between them both, because obviously I'm filming the frame fully for reels, so you guys will be able to see me do it on there as a little step-by-step, even though it's not really a step-by-step because I'm just trying it for the first time myself too. But I'm going to keep going with this, and then we're going to get going on our clay. I think I might do that lighter thing just to test that out and see what it is and how to do it. I'm thinking maybe I can wrap it in some tinfoil or something, so I can slide the lighter out. And I'm trying to think of the logistics of like how does it stay on, you know, but maybe we'll figure that out. Maybe there's like foam or something in it and it like really clings to it. But yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm going to keep going with this, and then we'll look at some inspiration together of what we want to do now, because I think I'll just do something small. I think I'll just do the lighter and maybe something else, and just keep it chill until I've got a proper idea of what I want to do. So we're gonna start our clay now. The frame's still drying. I just done another layer of white, so I've done 3 now, so I think it'll be all good for the colour paint to go on top. But I thought I'd let that dry and maybe crack into this. I mean, I don't know how promising it is, guys. It looks a bit funny, but I thought I'd film like open it. I've got some bubble wrap down here. I might have to take it off and just do it on like the work surface, but I'm scared that it's gonna stick to it. So I hope it's okay. It's on like the flat side, so we'll see what happens. It is quite soft. It's not white, it's like a... It's not the... because they had another one which was terracotta. They had another one which was terracotta. So this is lighter than that. But it is still like a beige. I mean, it is really soft. Maybe I'll just work with it for a bit and see what happens. I think maybe first I'm gonna do the lighter, because I'm thinking it would give me something to like wrap it around. So let me get that and set that up, and I'm gonna wrap it in some tin foil so I can pop this off. Thinking this should work. I've just wrapped it a couple times and like stuffed a bit at the bottom, so hopefully that works. Grab a bunch of this. I don't think you want it too thick. I don't really know, because I've not really done it before. Let me see if I can get a little bit of a better angle on this. It's quite powdery. Thinking, I feel like you should really, maybe this isn't gonna work, but it is protecting it, but it is popping as well. Oh yeah, it's got the imprint. I suppose I can smooth that out, can't I? I almost need like a rolling pin. Wonder if I could like, I haven't got a rolling pin. I wonder if I could makeshift something. Maybe the paint bottle. Oh, it's working. See how would that, yeah, that would fit. Maybe I should put the texture on the inside so it keeps it a bit. Maybe. And then cut this off and then smooth the sides. Make sure there's enough there. This clay is actually really good. Probably just stuff a bit. Don't want it to be too clunky. I don't know how well, I mean it's my first go, so it's fine. You can pull it out. And the tin foil's like stayed inside. Can you get it back in? Oh no. Maybe I can make it a bit bigger. Yeah, maybe that's not gonna work. If I take out the tin foil, yeah, that's not gonna work. Maybe I am gonna look up how to do this. No, I've actually just went away to do some like research. She did it exactly how I did it. Like the exact same, obviously a bit more polished. So it was right. So I was doing it right. So what, she left the tinfoil in and baked it, but mine's just air dry clay, so I'm just gonna leave it. So I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Make it maybe a bit thinner and then see what happens. I think it'll be okay then. And then when it's, she said, use a little bit of a thicker, like go around a few times with the tinfoil, just so there's a, like, it's not stuck directly to this, and then you can like pull it out and pop it in easily. But I did all the stages right, which I just kind of used a bit of common sense. I didn't even really watch, well, I didn't watch any videos before that, so bravo. But obviously we still need to work, so I'm gonna do this again. Maybe have a few goes and I'll film it and then be able to show you guys what it looks like. So I tried a few times to do the lighter thing. I think I'm gonna wait to do that and mess around a bit more with the clay. So I've just been doing some of my frame, so that's why it's a bit jumpy. But I think I've just watched some like little YouTube shorts, which I'll put the links to if you guys want to see the proper way to do things. I seen they put a tea towel down, so I've put like an old one down. Hopefully that kind of works, because I would think I was struggling with the hard surface but protecting the surface. So I think I'm going to make like a little dish, and what I'm going to do is, rather than trying to talk through it, because I also don't know what I'm doing, I'm just going to like film my hands and like narrate kind of how I did it, just because I don't know what I'm doing, guys. This is just like supposed to be fun. I don't want it to be stressful and like having to like talk through the process, because I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to try and make like a little trinket tray, and we're going to see how that goes. And then along the road we can make our lighter things. I mean, the light has seen better days now. It's covered, it's literally covered in clay. But I'm just going to watch some of my show. I'm going to make some trinket trays and we're going to have fun. So I hope you enjoy watching that. And yeah, let's do something new, something we haven't done ever on the vlog, but years in real life. So to start off my little trinket tray, I was rolling out the clay and I just used literally a mini bottle of paint. You can, if you have a rolling pin, that's obviously a lot better to use. I was just kind of using the resources that I had, but this just goes to show that you don't have to have all of the supplies to do this as well. If you just use some things that you have at home. I basically flattened all that out, and then I decided to do a like squiggly design. I saw it on Pinterest and thought it looked really, really good, so that's what I went with. Maybe I should have went with a bit more of a simple design to start off, but it actually worked out really, really well. And then I was using water to smooth out the tops and the edges, just because I did a bit of a rough cut. And that's just what you do with any type of clay that you use. This is really cheap. If you just use a bit of water, it really smooths it out and it just helps it along. I did keep picking it up just in case it was stuck to the tea towel, but the tea towel was actually a really good method. I then did like a sausage with some more clay and basically put some rough edges, so like did some rough guidelines around the edge of the bottom base, and then put the sausage on top, and then tried to just pinch the sides and use that water. And I added bits, took bits away that was a bit too thick, but it worked out really, really well. And yeah, we managed to do it. We managed to get our little squiggly shape. This is the little shape I've made. Sorry, trying to get a good angle. I'm just thinking like a little jewelry trinket tray, because I haven't got any of that, so I've kind of just smoothed it out, done like a fun little shape, and tried to make it as smooth as possible. So this is what we've got so far. I'm thinking, is it given like foot? Is it given like the shape of a foot? But I think it'll be cute. I'll just do like a little bit of like paint on there and paint it up looking cute. I've tried to do it as smooth as possible. There's obviously like loads of lumps and bumps in there because my first go. But I think what you need is like sponges, you know, like just literally a normal sponge, and you're supposed to smooth them out with that. But I haven't got one. I've only got like our actual dish sponge, and I don't want to use that on both. Um, so this will have to do for now for my first go. It didn't actually use that much, like clay. Not as much as I thought it would, so I've got quite a bit left. But that is the first one. Hopefully, I think it's like 24 hours to dry. So hopefully I'll leave it till tomorrow. We should be able to paint it this week and get another cute bit of art in this week's vlog. So I've finished the frame and I think I hate it. I didn't really like it very much. It's given like, I don't know, old person flipped a frame. But it's something to put on the wall and to brighten up the space a bit. Maybe next time I'll go for maybe a bit of cheaper wood or something like that. And like I didn't mind, I've put one of my prints in. It's like made it a bit more fun. But I feel like maybe I like the frame better when it was just like brown. But we've got to do these things, guys. We've got to do these things to grow. So a little bit of a fail. No, it looks alright. It'll look funky on the shelf. So that's fine. But yeah, a little bit of a fail on that one. So yeah, that's all of the little arty bits I'm gonna do today. Obviously I've got the clay, but that's got to dry. I think 24 hours to 48. So if I can't do it tomorrow, I can do it on Friday. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. Maybe we'll get out and about again and I'll be able to film. Not in these four walls, you know. But that's all of the arty things for today. Maybe we can take our new sketchbook and do a little drawing or something near the beach if it's nice tomorrow. In the shade, of course, with factor 50 on, of course, because that's never happening again, that burn. But yeah, I might meet Callum from work. Well, from the bus stop. Because I think he's had a bit of a day. So it's nice to meet your partner at the bus stop and just be like, yeah, you're home now, you can relax, you know. But I'm going to put this down, I'm going to put it on the shelf, and I'll see you guys when I've got something else fun to update you on. Good morning, guys. So we are ready to paint. It's basically dried. It feels dry to the touch. I don't know like how dry it is inside. I'm sure it is. It has been less than 24 hours, but I feel like it's okay to paint. It's like not got any wet patches or anything. And it's not too thin. I mean, the middle might be a bit wet, but I think that should be fine. I'm just looking up some different inspo of what I'm thinking I want to do in here. I don't really want to just dive on in because that's kind of how I did yesterday with the frame, and I don't like the frame, and I think I might paint over again. So I'm gonna look at some inspo, and I'm thinking we can put our new little illustration book. It's a good use, and I'm gonna do some doodles, and because about half this page, like this length is probably about the same length as the actual thing, so I can do a couple doodles. I'm thinking like a moon and maybe a star here with like little faces, or maybe a flower. I mean, it is given foot. I don't know whose foot, but it's given foot. So I kind of want to change that. I think there's a few things I could do, but I am thinking moon and star, or I did see this really nice one. Where's it gone? I did see this really nice like tulip one. Here it is. I mean, it's completely different from mine, but I thought the tulips were nice. And that would kind of fit this, like the big bit of like green leaves and then a small flower on top. But that's the vibes, that's what we're thinking. So I'm gonna do some drawings, watch some TV. I've got the fan on me, sorry if you can hear that, and it's really loud in the flat today. Like people cutting grass. There's just a lot going on. I've done the washing, I've changed the beds, I've done like loads of things like that today. So the flat's looking okay, don't mind the washing behind me. So yeah, I thought I would just put something on, even though I have just finished. I've been watching this show. I mean, it's been a week. Last week I was talking about Stranger Things and how I finished that. I've just watched a 7-series show. I finished it last night. It was in my defense, guys. It was like 20-minute episodes, and there was like 8 episodes per season or something, or like 10 episodes per season. So that's light work for me, to be fair. It was called Younger. I think it's quite old. I think it came out in 2015 and finished in like 2021. And it's basically about this woman that lies about her age to get a job, and then obviously she gets like tons of friends to get to boyfriends, and they all think she's 26 even though she's 41. Some of the bits I was like, all right, like you can't get away with 26, and on like some of the episodes you could see that they were blurring her under eyes, like her eye bags, and I was like, oh. But overall it was pretty good. It was just like New York, friends living together, like funny things happening, people finding out about her age, like it's just like light-hearted, and it's the same guy that does like all of New York things, like Texas in the City, like he does. So it's that Darren Star, I think his name is, and so it's like, you know, it's kind of going to be good. And it was 7 seasons, and apparently it just comes to like a bit of a natural end. I mean, the ending was a bit boring. I said to Callum last night, because I finished it last night, I was like, oh, everything worked out for everyone. Do you think you're just like, oh, so she lied about her age for 7 years, and then, well, not 7 years, it was 7 seasons, but I think she only aged 2 years in the 7 seasons. But if you're looking for something light-hearted that you kind of, you don't have to pay attention, but you kind of do, and Hilary Duff's in it, and she's really good, actually. So if you want something light-hearted to watch, that's good, and that was on Netflix. So I need to find another show. I think I might just throw some YouTube on, and we're gonna get drawing. So we've painted the whole thing. I've just got it like leaning on this. Just so it doesn't fully stick to this, because it'll just get a bit like fairy, which is the underside, so it's fine. So I've just done a couple layers of that, and then I put some of this in there, which is like the iridescent, and it's like, you really can't see on camera, but it's like really shiny, and I think I might do like another layer of that over this once this is dry. It is quite like nice and shiny. You can't really see it because this lighting's pretty bad. But you can see like a little sheen to it. So, oh my god, it literally looks like a shoe. Looks like a foot with a heel. But yeah, so I'm gonna do another layer of this on top, I think. Or no, actually, maybe I'll do the layer when I've done the inside. And also, I think it's gonna take me so long to. I'm gonna have to do so many layers of white now on top of this. I need to get better paint. That's something I need to do. But this is kind of like the vibes that we're doing. I'm just watching the Stranger Things documentary. So I'm waiting for this to dry, and then we can start doing the white layers of the sun, the moon, and the stars. So I decided to take myself out for a little walk while the paint was drying on my trinket tray, just because I hadn't been out the house. I'd kind of been staying in a lot on my days off, which is good because I can do a lot of different things. I can create and do things online and work on Palombella Studio, but sometimes you just need to get out and like be in nature, and this place near me is really good for that. You can just sit, look at the water, and just like think. I think I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself recently, and I think maybe it is because we're looming on our 30s, so I'm not bothered about age, and I don't mind turning 30. I think you always think you're going to be at like the peak of your life and you've done everything and you're really successful and like in a certain way by the time you're 30. I mean, I am, because even 27-year-old Taylor would never have thought I'd be living in Australia. So I'm really successful in that part of my life where we've took a big leap and we've done this amazing thing and we're seeing this amazing place. But I think in other parts of my life, I thought I'd be a lot further along, like maybe I'd have my own business, maybe I'd be on a straight career path. But Australia has helped me figure out what I want in life, which I suppose is good if you figure that out by 30. But I really needed this walk. It was so windy this day and I was just like sat thinking. I listened to some music, I was watching the waves, and I just had a really relaxing time. So if you're in your head about something, maybe you'll turn 30 as well, or you're turning 25 or 20 and you're a bit nervous, get out and about, sit by the water, sit in the grass, sit in your garden and just get out of your head. From my walk, I had a really nice long walk. I feel like I really needed it. And it was really nice to just sit by the ocean and listen to it. So I feel really nice and refreshed now. It was getting a bit warm, like it was really cloudy and overcast when I went, which was really nice. It was just like really chilled, and then it was starting to get a bit warm and a bit busy down there. But yeah, I'm just gonna carry on with my painting, like painting the clay. And I'll show you guys when it's finished, or like 75% of the way there. I feel like I'll just do a little bit today and then maybe I'll do some details and stuff later and then properly put a finish on it tomorrow or later this evening. Guys, I finished my little thing. Well, semi-finished. I kind of just drew these on with a marker, so I might go over with them with pen. But I did the colour. It looks pretty cute. I don't know, maybe I'll seal it, and like I've got some like clear glue, maybe I can put that over it. But yeah, it looks cute. Guys, we did it. I've got my jewellery in it right now. Let me show you without. It's cute, isn't it? I think it turns out quite well for my first go. I think obviously there's so many things I could have done differently / better to improve it. I'm trying to get out of the mindset, I think I've mentioned this before, I'm trying to get out of the mindset of like getting it perfect first time and it being like Pinterest worthy first time. I need to get that out of my head because I've never done this before, you know, like cut myself some slack. So I think it turned out really cute. I've got it, as I said, I've just had my jewellery on it because I do always forget to put my jewellery on because I've got nowhere to like put it. So I think it's gonna live like on my bedside table. So yeah, a really successful week. Not so successful with the lighter holder. Maybe now I've got a little bit more experience, we can go back to the lighter holder. And there's so many things I want to do. I want to do like candle holders near the little foot of like the tall candle, like they're so cute. And yeah, there's tons I want to do, but I need to cut myself some slack because it's not going to be perfect the first go, and that's something I'm learning. I'm learning to go back to things and rework things, and like the frame, I don't like the frame that I made, and then Callum really likes it and I was like, oh, I'm going to paint it over it. He was like, no, I like it. So maybe that'll stay the way it is for now, but I'm going to have more of a plan when I go into it next time rather than just wing it, because I had like a vision in my head and I didn't follow the vision. So what did I expect, you know? But today's Friday, I've been editing all day, I've been doing a little bit of work, and I'm going to try and get back on my Palombella Studio Instagram. So the last few weeks, since maybe the beginning of December-ish, I like deleted my socials. Not deleted, but like deleted the app, because I was just feeling so overwhelmed. I felt like I was doom scrolling like to no end, and I just felt so like gross. You just feel horrible. and it has made me feel a lot better. But I'm thinking I'm also missing out on like posting and stuff like that. So what I've done is I've downloaded Instagram again. I don't think I'm going to get back on TikTok. TikTok was the problem, but I am missing the funny videos, guys. I am missing a doom scroll, not gonna lie. But like day to day, I feel like I've been less like sluggish. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I've still been like looking on YouTube shorts and like what my YouTube like time on YouTube has gone up like 1,000,000% because I've been watching a lot more YouTube. But I feel like that's got to be healthier than just scrolling, and because I've got so much free time with only having one job and being part-time, like the days were just going by, and it's obviously not good. So I've tried to obviously replace that by doing some crafting. That's probably why the last few weeks I've been crafting non-stop, because I've not been on my phone. But I am really enjoying it. But I have re-downloaded Instagram, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to not go on my personal one, and I'm just going to go on like Palombella Studio, so it's just like I go there to post. I've not got many followers on there, maybe like 20 something, 30 or something. But I'm going to start posting on this. If you want to follow me, please follow me, and it'll just be more of behind the scenes and different things I'm doing. I'm just going to try and film a bit more, and I'm going to try and film and put on YouTube shorts as well, just so we can get into the rhythm of it. And while I've got time, I might as well. And one of my like New Year's resolutions was to like keep myself really busy, and like keep busy even if I'm not busy, and just like basically pretends that Palombella Studio is really successful and I just have no time at all, and I have all of these things I need to do and I have to get them done, if that makes sense. I feel like I've slacked a bit this week, but we're getting back into it. So I'm going to start posting on Palombella Studio today, even just like some links to my Etsy and stuff like that. And we actually had someone, her name was Lauren, she bought 2 prints and she came from YouTube, so if you're watching, thank you so much. Like honestly, I just came off a shift from work and I was feeling really good about the shift I'd just done. It was like my first time fully teaching like 8 people, and I felt really good. And then I was on the train and I was like, what is that? Because I'm not used to getting these notifications. And she bought 2 prints, so I hope you love them. And I gave her a little message as well, and she said she came from YouTube, which was like mind blowing. Like the fact that someone actually can come from here and go there and buy something is insane. So thank you so much. That was like my peak of the week, peak of the month. And yeah, I really loved that, and it was just such an amazing feeling when you put in so much effort into something and it like pays off. So I'm gonna end the vlog on that, the highest note ever. But I've had a lovely week. We've done some fun, creative things. We've made our little tray, and I'm gonna keep making stuff. But I will try and make next week's vlog a bit more vloggy, of me going around and less like in and making stuff, which I will still be in and making stuff because that's just my life. Like I like to make the most of my rent, you know. I like to really really live in the flat. But I'm going to try and go out and about a bit more next week, so it's like an actual like Monday to Friday, Sunday to Friday vlog, and we can see a bit more of Sydney maybe. That is it from me this week. So wherever in the world you're watching this, whatever day you're watching this on, I hope you have the most amazing day, and I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. Bye guys!